It's that time again, it's that time of the week. It is the Grind Show, a Saturday show keeping you in the know of what's happening in the foreseeable week, things to prepare for, things to look out for. Now, at the point of recording this video, Act 8.2 has not been announced, and it might be a case, because I'm recording this early Friday, that later Friday, that we get an announcement of Act 8.2 and when it's going to drop. If it does drop, I would guess that it would be next Wednesday, or it's going to be a case it's like 2 weeks on. But in any case, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and I'll give some logical predictions if that is the case. As we know, each and every week, this video is not possible without the amazing work of Dan and Frontline MCOC, who puts together the MCOC calendar, which we refer to a lot of, especially like what to look out for, new champions coming in, new champions that are entering into featured, all those particular things and more is available at frontlinemcc.home.blog. Now let's begin the show, which always starts off on a Saturday. I really will be honest with you, there's not a huge amount that is coming in the foreseeable week, but there are some important things to mention. Do bear in mind, each and every day you will have Sinister Keys. You'll have 2 Sinister Keys, which will allow you access to the Sinister Vaults. Whether or not you are looking to clear the most top level of difficulty, and then next will be the lower difficulty, it is down to you how you want to approach all of this malark. But here is the thing when it comes to all of this is that, well, Saturday doesn't leave much to the desire except for a little bit of an Alliance War and AQ Enlistment. So those are the 2 things that are coming on and going on. Now, Sunday, there's not much, well, again, going on. It's a bit of a dull weekend, especially with the only thing that's happening is an Alliance Quest begins. I'd say use this time of value. You're going to come into the last few segments of last few days, of the of Battlegrounds season 6, and also I'd say with the new content with Thronebreaker and so many others being released and Sinister Vaults, it's a good opportunity to smash out a lot of that particular content and go and grind and farm some units, because let's face it, we need them more because Kabam nerfed revive farming. So hey, that's the process. Use that weekend, and also it's Easter Sunday, so it depends what you're doing. You may find a bit of time to farm and grind arena. I don't know. It might be down to you what you're up to. On Monday now, and it gets a bit more exciting because there's stuff going on or things to remember and stuff like that. The first thing being that we have ourselves the reset of the Battlegrounds store for those that get involved with that and want to get some stuff to scoop them up. And also Black ISO Market for those that spend on the Summoner Sigil. I would say to watch out for the reset of the purchase limit. The purchase limit for featured crystals, if you are a spender within the game, is reset. So you'll be able to get like a slight reduction on your 6-star featured and 5-star featured respectively. What else is happening? Well, there's an Alliance War that's on Monday, so you can prepare your roster accordingly. We still don't have that kind of update of when Kabam are putting in that change to Alliance War, so you can use champions that you've preset into things like Alliance War. So it's at the moment you lose about 8 champions to that particular mode, and in future you won't. So you know, that's something to kind of like to mention. Hopefully that comes and drops in the future. There's also going to be a Mysterio Arena 2 and Spiderman Supreme Arena 2. I nearly forgot then what was happening. It's like it's written in front of me on my notes, which is Mysterio will have a round 2 and also Spiderman Supreme will have a round 2. 2 great champions. I'm a bigger fan of Spiderman Supreme than I am with Mysterio. Use Spiderman Supreme for EOP objective. Very effective against Icarus, so we'll look at the results of that. Also, the other arena is going to be a class catalyst arena that's on for those that want those 30 units. It's up to you at the end of the day, and that is Monday. Over to Tuesday now, the British Day of Chewing. There's not much on. Use this time to do some other stuff. If you want to grind arena, you want to do a last minute push for Battlegrounds because it's going to be the day before it expires, then go do that. Use this time wisely for stuff, especially if there's preparation to get for Act 8.2, depending on when it's going to go live. But I would say just get prepared for stuff. The only other thing to mention on Tuesday is going to be an Incursion store reset. I don't know why I went to the wrong Incursion based thing, but it's an Incursion store reset, not milestone reset. That's coming at some other point. But yeah, I mean, look, it's reset in any case, so go and grind out for some Incursion artifacts and other stuff as well. Wednesday, the middle of the week, Hump Day. What's going on Hump Day? Well, not a huge amount of things, except for it's going to be week 2 of the objectives for the side quest. These are very good. I do recommend going and smashing them out because they can give out some nice stuff for you as a player, mainly with the ISO, but also the clues. Do bear in mind they're part of the clue packages that go into your inventory and let you know. If you click on the other section, then there's all those. The way that these are done, look, people aren't needing to do the objectives, and everybody in the community is giving out that information of like what is the code, and you'll find within the hour that people have the code, and people in the community then have done it. We've got a spreadsheet here that you can check out on the channel that has the information about where to go, what to do, and things like that. So check out that and look out for updates to it. But also, it's the expiry of Battlegrounds season. Now, for me, trying to find a time for Battlegrounds has been very difficult, and I'm really hoping to find some time between over this weekend and try and take a bit of time to do it, because I haven't done anything. I really haven't, and that's again just down to timing. It's been a case of as soon as I've had time, it's then selling the house, trying to find a new house. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, new content drops, coverage of that, and other stuff that I'm working on, other projects need to be done, and the other job that I do. So it's just trying to find a time, which is always a difficulty at the moment. But I'm going to make time. I did promise our alliance as a 100k minimum that you have to put into Battlegrounds, and I plan to do that. I actually plan to do more than that, but that's another story for another day. And I'll probably do a video to say look, how did it go with what I plan to do and all that stuff, because I think it's important to do this stuff. Wednesday could, and this is the word could, I'm going to repeat that word, could see Act 8.2 launch. I don't know 100% that it will or won't. It's just a case of, as I said, whilst I'm recording this video, I've seen no kind of early CCP access. I've seen no information as to Act 8.2's rewards and no changes in structure. Haven't seen it. But it could mean one or two things. It's either Wednesday, it's announced on this day, Friday, and then is released on Wednesday of next week. Or it's going to be a case it's announced on the Friday of next week, and then it's going to be the case that the following Wednesday we'll see the content. Don't know that 100%, but it's a case of just following patterns of repetition on these things. But we'll have to see. Thursday now, and well, not much is going on Thursday. Now, here's the thing: we will have an Alliance Wars that will be on for those that participate in the seasons. There could be an Alpha Catalyst arena. So for those that just grab those 30 units, this one here, this arena, then yes, that's on for you to experience. And the final thing is that we will definitely be getting an arena for Hela. So I don't know if there's anybody out there that kind of likes to get uses Hela still. Hela had this point where she was a big kind of meta champion for a brief time because of the extent of damage on rotation on things, and she was broken at a time before she was nerfed. Everyone remembers that. That's a long time ago. That is back 2017, if I guess that. Maybe even 2000, maybe something like that. Is it going to be on here? 2017. That was a good guess by me. 2017. Hela is going to be a basic and featured. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be Shocker, but it could be Shocker. So look out for Shocker being that secondary champion for the arena. So it could be not. It just depends on the extent of how Caban plan this stuff. It seems like it's logical that it'd be the champion in the arena as featured. And we end the week on a Friday. There's got to be honest, there's not a huge amount dropping on a Friday. As I said, this could be Friday the 14th, could see the drop of information about Act 8.2, or it's already gone out the content on the Wednesday. Again, it's hard to know. The only other thing that will be going on is your eligibility for Alliance Wars. So if you're joining a new alliance and the amount of wars that you are going to enter at this theoretical point is to kind of it's either the cutoff or it's the eligibility of the number. So you need to kind of get involved with Alliance Wars and make yourself settled with any kind of alliance. But apart from that, there's really not a lot going on at the moment in game, and it's a bit of a quiet time, especially because towards the end of the month it kind of hottens up with a lot of things when it comes to the I've got to remember what it's called. I have to check the name of the event. It's the new event that's coming on, which is called the Gwemple's Bobble Blowout. Yeah, so that's the thing that's kind of we're just waiting to see what that is. But that is, if I was to guess, 21st of April. Could be wrong with that one, but it just follows a pattern of how spring cleaning has normally come in. But yeah, that's that. And we end the show with the grind tip of the week. Now, there's two things. Obviously, with a week where there's been lots of new content, it's just a perspective of preparation for stuff. Now, I've probably done like a video yesterday, day before, whenever, lots of stuff about side quest, and I'm probably going to finish off the side quest coverage from my particular perspective about Monday or Tuesday time. And that will be like, just doing a final thing about counters for paths. And then I'll be updating stuff with like the codes for the following week, whenever there's a new code being released. But that's going to be something that's not really kind of like too labor intensive. But tips wise, okay, what have I got for you? Objectives. Okay, when it comes to objectives, when they pop up, do check. Right, and here's the thing, you don't have to rush in to do all of your sinister like paths like straight off the bat. Because here's the thing, you can do all of zone 1, and I think that's great once you've got once you got the code, do zone 1. But when you've got some of the objectives, they're really important to get ISO. Like don't avoid them, go do them. A lot of the champions are still in with the content, so if you go to the side quest Sinister Vaults and you look around for some of the champions, you'll find that Groot, Havoc, and we also have Groot, Havoc, Red Skull are all part of the objectives. So you don't have to do any dual targets. You could just go in and like defeat the champions, and it's like boom, done the objective. But yeah, make sure to do this tier 6 class Catalyst Fragment Crystal first before you do Act 8.2. Mainly because you could get a selector at the end of the Act 8.2, and it's like, right, well, if you get that first, then you can make further decisions about where you go with your Catalyst, whatever you select. So if you get 25% of a Mystic, for example, and you selected something that, and you did like the Act 8.2 first, and it'd be like, right, well, I've just lost out the opportunity to get 50%, 100%, 1.25%. You know what I mean? Just like try to do it in one specific area, so you're getting close to kind of getting either 7-star ranked up, depending on how that feature works. If it's going to be a case you do that from rank 1 to rank 2 or rank 2 to rank 3, or you're doing it for a 6-star perspective and rank 5ing a 6-star, which is still something I need to do. But in any case, that's been it. That's been the video. Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all soon. Much love and goodbye.